Hi, I'm Thushanthi, and I am the author of I Am Kavi, my debut middle grade verse novel. And I'm so happy, Second Star to the Right Books, for this opportunity. And thank you so much for having me. Please pre order my book. And if you don't get a chance to pre order, I really hope you do. You can always get it from Second Star to the Right Books. Thank you. Loyal, brave, and fun. If I'm being really honest, I don't think I faced many challenges as a teen. Like Kavi, I attended an all girl private school and I had the same best friends for like ages. They're still my friends today. And we like the same things. I always felt accepted. Maybe not always, but it was never as bad as what Kavi goes through. And I think all the challenging parts for me came as an adult. And in hindsight, I wish that I had had challenges at Kavi's age because that would have better prepared me for adulthood and the inevitable laws and, you know, challenges it brings. So this is where the real fun part of drafting this story came for me because 1998 was when I was a teenager, actually, maybe 13, 14. And I remember everything so vividly. So it was just a matter of all these factoids coming very naturally while I wrote. And then when I was revising, I did check the accuracy. Like, did this movie, was it actually out in 1997? Was it in theaters in 1998? March, those, like, I really pinpointed the accuracy in the revision stage. But when I was drafting, I just plugged in everything that came to mind, and most of it was correct, so my memory served me well. For me, I think writing in verse is basically telling a story in as few words as possible. And I enjoy writing free verse. Like my poetry that I wrote, that I have been writing, has always been very simple, very straightforward. And this seemed like a really good way for me to put that passion into my work as an author. So it was really a win win for me. And I think the best part was coming up with the verse. I know it sounds, I know it looks simple when you read it. It's just a few words. It's a book under this many words. How hard could it have been? But there's a lot to be said in not saying something. So I did have to really think about the words I was putting in and the words I was taking out, and whether it was moving the story along and what every poem was doing for the story. So that was really fun for me. I really enjoyed it. And the worst part was nothing really. I mean, I really loved every part of it. I don't think there's a bad part, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. I think it's perfect for today's readers because I think it's something you realize after you finish the story, that this is a book with no mention of iPads or internet or even mobile phones. I mean, this was the 90s. But I think readers really can connect to Kavi and her experiences, the losses, the challenges, the trouble she gets herself into, and most of all, the yearning she has to be accepted. So I think it's perfect for today's readers because it can remind them that there are things that remain the same no matter how much time passes.